You ready, Juanito?
I'm always ready. Are you ready?
Come on, live. Here we go. Hey, we're live. Double trouble. Triple, actually. 1370. WH.com and YouTube and Facebook. All right. What more do you want? Two more hands. So,
Right.
you ready?
Yep. Today is the 20.
Today's our 20 something. What's today's date? 24.
11, 24, 18, which here is, okay, so the next meeting is 11:29.
¿Estás listo? Hey guys, how are ya? Hola, buenos días. ¿Cómo están? You ready, Juan?
Yep.
All right. Okay, good morning, everybody. Buenos dias. Feliz sábado. Happy Saturday to you guys. Now we're going to have to look both. Actually, we have three cameras to look at. One left, middle, and up. Can you do that? Can you handle that? Good morning, everybody. This is Nuestra Comunidad NWI. Buenos días a todos ustedes. Aquí en vivo desde nuestros estudios, Nuestra Comunidad NWI, WLTH AM 1370 y 92.7 también. Así es que, pues todo va bien y no sé qué está pasando ahorita aquí, Juanito, que I hit something and where did we go? There we go.
Okay.
All right. I'm multitasking, guys. So if you see me looking one way and you see me looking the other way, I'm exercising my neck, but I'm talking to you.
Why can't you look both ways at the same time?
Then I would be cockeyed if I can do that. I don't think I'm going to try to do that. Oh, my gosh. I can't believe he just said that. Really? Juanito, are you okay? You running a fever? Mira, mi amigo está corriendo fiebre.
Sure.
The views expressed by the host and the callers of the show are not necessarily the views of WLTH radio management, owners and sponsors and advertisers. Juanito.
Yep.
How you doing today?
I'm great.
Me too. I got some coffee. Thank you for stopping by so I can get me some
I already had
coffee.
my chorizo and eggs this morning.
But
so
you didn't have your coffee, dude.
Well, I can do without coffee.
Yeah, you can, and so can I. Let's see. Okay, you got any announcements, Juanito?
I have a few.
Yes. Go ahead.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, of course, if you live in the city of East Chicago, you know we still have the issue relating to West Calumet and other industry that's still in operation in East Chicago and are polluting not only our city but beyond when it comes to the air and so forth. So these East Chicago Calumet Coalition Community Advisory Group, CAG for short, is still having our meetings, not I think on a weekly basis anymore, but the next one is on 11/29/18, and it is the area or the location is to be announced. Learn about the EPA's proposed cleanup plan for Zone 1, which is West Calumet, and then there's another meeting scheduled for December the 8th at 12 noon. That is a CAG meeting from 12 noon to 1:30 at the East Chicago Public Library on Chicago Avenue.
Hold up. Somebody said, hey, Javi, hey, hello, everybody that's watching us live on YouTube and live on Facebook. Javi, you're absolutely correct. You know, I'm all about having fun. I'm all about laughing. I'm all about smiling. But sometimes, Juanito, I got to beat him up so he can get some joy in him.
I have joy in me.
We don't feel it.
Well,
we don't feel it. We're supposed to feel it because it's not for us to keep within us. It's for us to share with others.
Hey, some people
Am I right? Facebook, YouTube?
Some people smile on the inside.
1370?
Some people smile on the outside. Whatever.
If you go back to the scripture,
well,
come on now.
If we go back to,
if we go back, hey, how are you, Mark? How you doing?
If we go back to everyone is different.
No, in the Bible it says.
Okay, if God would have made us all the same, then we would have been clones.
That's not what he said.
We're all different.
That's not what he said. Okay.
So this is
Orlando. How would you feel if I'm just sitting here all serious, but I'm telling you I have joy in me?
I am doing announcements about serious stuff. Okay.
Wait, it's like that, Droopy. Right. We're supposed to feel it. We're supposed to feel other people's joy.
This is the joyous season.
He's giving a serious announcement.
Yeah, I'm giving a serious announcement.
I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, back to seriousness. Go ahead, Juan.
All right. So, if you are turning 65 years of age, it is time to shop around for your Medicare options. And I think if you already have Medicare, there may be some options or other benefits that you may not know of. So, you have a workshop that's being put on by Miss Araceli Corona. And the next one is going to be taking place on November the 30th from 10 to 11 o'clock in the morning. This one will be in Maryville at 8600 Broadway in Maryville. And I believe the final workshop, that's information workshop, will be taking place on December the 7th from 10 to 11 o'clock at 1900 Indianapolis Boulevard in Whiting, Indiana. It would be great if you can RSVP to Miss Aricelli at 773-968-6619 or 219-801-1276.
Are you reading her name right?
Aricelli,
No.
right? Araceli.
All right, now.
Araceli.
Araceli. Saludos,
And
Araceli. Thank you for doing what you're doing.
She is bilingual. On behalf of Slice, on behalf of Courtney Rose Robinson and the Slice Advisory Board, there's still time to nominate juniors, sophomores, and juniors from your high school throughout Northwest Indiana. And so it's a great opportunity to have your schools represented by students that you nominate. So there's still time. Nominate students from your sophomore and junior schools and contact Miss Courtney Robinson at 219-989-2802, 219-989-2802 to follow up with that. And I guess pretty much my last announcement is this, and that is we have our high school reunion for 1976, and this is open for anyone, any alum from Washington High School. Of course, my class is 1976. It's going to take place on July the 25th, the 26th, and 27th of 2019. We are selling ads for our ad book. We have a fundraiser at times throughout these years to sell cheesecakes and so forth. So for more information, and if you want the total 3 days, it's just $175.
That's
the
not
total
bad.
for the 3 days is just $175. So contact Johnny Mitchell at 773-426-9295, Eli Barbosa at 219-201-4281, Debbie Subco at 219-688-4875, myself 219-712-5701, CC Cruz at 219-678-2406, and Paul Vela at 219-318-9176. And then Nuestra Comunidad Northwest Indiana has our own email at contact us at NWI.com.
No.
Right?
No.
Okay, well, what is it?
What's our full name?
Well, NCNWI.
Right.
No,
there
contact
you go.
us
at NCNWI
at Yahoo.com.
No.
.com. Okay. But let me just say this.
Contact us at ncnwi.com.
And if anyone, and I put this on Facebook, if anyone would like to contact me that has nothing to do with the radio, please either call me, 219-712-5701, text me, or email me at my Comcast, because I don't do the other messaging or Facebook.
In other words, he doesn't multitask.
Okay. Well, I do, but
yeah,
to a certain limit.
Anyway, buenos días a todos los que están escuchándonos en vivo desde YouTube, desde Facebook en vivo y también en 1370wlth.com. We have actually a guest here, so we're gonna.
Okay, Eve, before you come, so what is the thing? How do people connect with us on Facebook? What is the?
All they got to do is friend us. Hello. Friend us on Facebook, Nuestra Comunidad NWI WLTH. Okay. Or you can follow us on Facebook at Nuestra Comunidad NWI. Or you can also tweet with us. Although, Juan, I have to give you a quick lesson how to tweet on the computer.
Okay, so how do they catch us right now on our YouTube
when you
channel?
Go to YouTube, just type in the name of our show, Nuestra Comunidad NWI. It's plain and simple. I don't like to complicate things. People do. Right? Yes. But I am not going to do that. So, okay, we are live here. And for those of you that want to call in, 219-885-1371. Quien quiera llamar a mandarnos un saludo aquí en social media, you guys can give us a shout out and I'll read the screen. And of course, we have a special guest here, and she was on a couple of weeks ago for something else. And today she's got some exciting things to share with us. So I'm going to have her introduce herself and tell us where you're from, because those that were not watching the last show, they get to know who you are.
Well, good morning.
Good morning. Buenos dias.
Good morning. My name is Therese Bibbs. I'm a resident, native of East Chicago, Indiana. 1991 graduate.
All right.
Of EC Central. See, I'm representing this
She's
morning.
Representing.
And first of all, I want to thank Sister Eve and her staff here for allowing me to come in to share about what our alumni
Mm-hmm.
and the city of East Chicago have put together. A few years back in 2015, Diana Darden, who is a 1995 graduate of EC Central, she decided that we were not doing enough of getting together with the alumni. For those of us that are from East Chicago, our school system has had a very bad reputation in the last few years. And so in 2015, she decided to put together an event to bring together all of the alumni from EC Central from 1986, I believe, all the way up until our current alumni. And so we went on a cruise in Chicago. There has been trips and get-togethers and different things. But the key to this is that the proceeds that come from the events are given back to the students of East Chicago.
That's good. That's what we need to do,
They're
right?
giving back scholarships to kids that are graduating, working with the foundations of East Chicago and other sponsors. It's just been a joy. And so this year, I don't know, for those of us that are old enough to remember, years ago, we all know that basketball is a very hot thing in the city of East Chicago. It's always been since the days of E.C. Roosevelt and E.C. Washington, the rivalry between the two schools in the city. And then when the schools combined to make one school, EC Central, that basketball tradition is still very popular. And so this year, years ago, we used to have the turkey tournament. That was the weekend after Thanksgiving. And there will be different basketball games. And then there will be a championship basketball game at the end. And so this year, they are bringing that back with the alumni. And this year, there will be alumni from EC Central basketball teams going against Hammond High alumni.
You see in Hammond one. That's you and me, man. UEC, I'm Hammond. All right now.
So we'll be Hammond High and East Chicago will be going against each other today in a game that will not only reunite cities, because Hammond has also had a kind of, educational, downfall. Northwest Indiana as a whole,
yeah.
Our schools are suffering, even in the city of Gary. And I believe next year we're looking to incorporate the city of Gary in the turkey tournament as well.
Awesome.
So today at 4:00, meet us at EC Central, 1100. What is the address? 1100, I think, West Columbus Drive. Yes, 1100 West Columbus Drive in the John A. Barato, the gym, 4 p.m. Tickets are $5 at the door, $2 for students with ID. So we're inviting everyone to come out and to just have a good time. And then tonight, for all of the grown people, this is a grown person's event tonight.
I just saw that this morning. I'm like, I guess I'm staying in town today.
Right.
Juanito, you want to go party?
So at the Majestic Star Casino tonight will be the after party to celebrate this huge event. There will be a battle of the DJs. We have DJ Bailey, who is a graduate of East Chicago, Marcus Bailey, who also just recently opened a mini mart in East Chicago. Yeah, so follow that Bailey's Mini Mart. They have good tacos. Are awesome.
Oh,
yeah, they have a
okay,
system.
We need to get Marco to come and advertise with us.
Yes, Marcus, we need you to come advertise.
That's right. En inglés y en español.
Yes, and she is awesome. The cook back there, she's awesome. And we have DJ Cheech Beats from Hammond, who is the son of Carlotta Blake King.
Oh, okay.
Her son.
Congratulations, by the way, Carlotta.
Yes, congratulations to her, to the board.
Finally.
Yes.
Yep.
So she has been definitely a pillar
She's
in the city of Hammond.
Oh, yeah,
and
definitely.
for her to get on the school board is amazing. And so we're just looking forward to having a good time this weekend, a good time of peace, and just coming together as a huge community, because that's what it's all about.
That's right.
It's about us coming together for the children. And the sponsors for this event Of course, the Foundations of East Chicago, the amazing Etwan Moore Foundation. Etwan Moore is a graduate of EC Central High, plays for the New Orleans Pelicans. And he's a graduate of Purdue University, and he gives back. Recently had a Thanksgiving dinner, free community dinner in the city of East Chicago.
Thank you for giving back.
Kawan Short, who's also a graduate and in the NFL, they give back so much. So many people are coming forward to give back to the city of East Chicago and its community as a whole. And it's welcome because that's what we need.
That's right. And it's not about battling with each other to see who's better. It's having fun with each other.
Yes.
To know that we're all better.
That's right.
When we work together.
Yes.
Takes teamwork to make a dream work. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
And at the end of the day, it's about our kids.
That's what it's all about.
I think that's why you guys are doing this, right?
Yes.
That's the whole key.
And we're just grateful to Mrs. Dieta Wright, who was the new principal at EC Central, who was a teacher there when I was a student there. Now she's the principal. And she's bringing back a lot of the things that we used to do there at the school, and the kids are loving it, and the alumni are now able to go into the schools and mentor the children. And we even have one of our alumni, Danielle Hackett. She graduated with me, and her and others provided prom dresses this past prom year. And makeup. Had the girls get their makeup done for free.
That's wonderful.
They gave out care packages to kids that were going to college. And so there are people in the community that care.
Definitely.
That really care.
Definitely.
And so we're looking for more mentors to come out and help us help the children, because that's what it's all about.
I'm gonna say it publicly, and I have to do it now, right? Because I'm saying it publicly.
Yes, ma'am.
Ethereal Lifestyle will support you on that, because we're all about giving back. I can't say it's me, it's what's in me. And like I was just sharing a few minutes ago, my friend, brother, I love him dearly. We have joy, but we have to not keep it for ourselves, but give it to others.
That's right.
And when we're sharing what God has given us, that is our rewarding feeling of receiving.
That's it.
Yeah. Hold that thought. We have a commercial. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. All right, YouTube and Facebookers, hello there. Share this. This is the only bilingual talk radio program. Share. We're all about giving back.
To our community.
That's right. And you know what? It's not about, well, I want this for me. It's about, well, I want this for me so that I can give to others, because it's not for me to keep.
That's right. Right.
The money that we make is not even ours to begin with.
That's right. It's a blessing from God.
Amen. Some people say, what you talking about, Willis? Yeah. He blessed you. He woke you up, first of all. And because he woke you up, you're still able to work. And because you're able to move and walk and talk, you're able to work. And because you're able to work, you're able to make your earnings. And because God woke you up, allowed you to move, got you to work, got you back, got you a paycheck, guess what it belongs to?
Him.
Hallelujah.
And the key is, when you're a blessing to someone else, God blesses you.
That's right. Oh, I can't wait. I'm excited. I stay excited.
Yes, that's good. Yes. I do too.
Welcome back to Nuestra Comunidad NWI, and we're just off the air feeling all this excitement. And Juanita, I hope you're feeling the excitement, because there's two of us over here and one across over there, and we're just all pulling it all together. And it's a wonderful feeling, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So we were talking about giving back, and we're talking about the game, and then we have the Battle of the DJs tonight. And what's the cost to either one of them?
The cost to the game is $5 for adults and $2 for students with the ID. The party tonight is $20 at the door. And so please, please, please come out and have a good time. Come out and have a good time. It's about giving back. And that's what the committee is called. It's the Giving Back Committee of the alumni of EC Central. And we also want to recognize the city of Hammond and the Rock and Ball Foundation. They do a lot with young people, teaching them the basics of basketball. And we find that our kids are bored. They're quick to say there's nothing to do.
Right.
We don't have anything to do. And there are not a lot of programs. Like when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, there was the library, you had the summer reading program, the different churches had vacation Bible school and different things like that. And so these things are coming back.
Mm-hmm,
They're coming back. And so we want to thank Rock and Ball for partnering with the EC alumni and keeping our kids, the kids to keep the kids off of the streets.
That's right.
Give them something to do. Give them something to do. And so we're just excited. I'm just excited when it comes to giving back, not
What a
only
great
as
feeling.
just a pastor, but as a person. Because I love helping people.
Man.
And that's how I've always been that way. Just love to give and help, even if they don't appreciate it.
That's okay.
That's
because
all right.
when we truly give from the heart, we're not looking to receive anything back. We're not looking to receive the pat in the back.
That's right.
We're not looking to receive that plaque, that form, or not the form, the plaque or the certificate that says, hey, or the nomination or the recognition to all these other organizations that look who was nominated for this, for that. When we truly give from the heart, truly.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Back me up on this,
when you're
Pastor.
sincere,
when you are sincere and you're truly giving from the heart, you don't remind them of what you did for them.
That's right.
And you don't ask for anything in return. And you don't feel crunchy or funny or weird about why people didn't reciprocate.
You said crunchy. I haven't heard that in so long. You said crunchy. I haven't heard that in so long.
Well, that goes to show you how far it goes back or how far I go back.
That's all right. That's all right.
So we don't expect those things. And I tell people, do the good without looking at who you're doing the good for.
That's right.
Because when you look for it, you're actually setting yourself up for disappointment.
That's it.
And I am too anointed to be disappointed.
Hello,
Come
somebody.
on now.
Come on now. Come on now. I don't preach until tomorrow. Come on now. Come on. Come on. It's all about giving from your heart.
That's it. It's such a warm feeling.
Truly, if you don't want me to have it, keep it.
Come on now. And don't
Keep
start,
it.
well, I thought about this. I thought, you know what? Like you said, keep it.
Keep it.
It's
Because when
okay.
you are a
God bless you for
blessing-
even thinking about
Right.
it.
God blesses you for your effort. He blesses you for your effort. And when you give from your heart, He will give you double of what you even put into it.
Why do you think we have so much peace, Pastor?
Because we promote peace.
Come on now.
When you promote peace.
People are like, that's crazy peace. That is crazy, unexplainable peace. That
in the midst of everything that's going on and able to just be in your right mind is a blessing.
Yes. Being in your right mind. That means that people that have ended up incarcerated, that are your returning customers, as you call them, see, you need to speak the word to those customers that you call them customers so that they will not return. That's God's work for us to do. That's the work He wants us to do. We're put in a job for a reason. I don't like job because that's just over broke. But we're put in a place
position
of employment or self-employment for a reason. It's not about us. It's about what can I do so that that customer, patient, whomever, will not come back again. Well, I think because they don't know God. Because as you just said, they're not in their right mind.
And it's, I read a lot and watch a lot of news, and I watch CNN a lot, and mental health is a real issue.
Big time issue.
It's a real issue. And it's something that we don't address.
And we need to.
And
daily.
We need to.
Daily.
Because that we have to tackle that spirit.
And and the people that talk about it are no help because they're labeling them as this, as that, as crazy, as whatever. We're actually setting them up for failure by talking down to them like that.
Instead of lifting them up.
Yes. You're awesome. You're amazing. How could I be? Look at what I did. You know what? You're forgiven. I love you anyway. How could you forgive me? How could you love me after everything I did? Because that's the way we're supposed to be.
That's it.
It's called unconditional love.
That's right.
Girl, I think this is a show for you and me.
I know, right? I know.
Stay tuned for Keep It Real with Pastor and Eve here. All right? Keep It Real with Teresa, right? Coming at you. It's coming soon. You just don't know. Coming soon. Ethereal lifestyle will truly show a lifestyle that we all can live.
That's it.
Without being rich.
That's it.
If you don't know what ethereal means, Google it, look it up. Look, I was there before. I didn't know what ethereal meant, but that actually described me, the way I love to live life. I am rich. What do you say? Let the poor say they're rich and let the weak say they're strong. I am strong. There's nothing left but strength in me.
You have to speak it.
That's it.
As though it already were.
I am rich. I'm a millionaire working to be a billionaire.
That's right.
Come on.
Because I always say, like, somebody told me, my aunt told me, I was like, man, I'm broke. I'm broke.
Don't
I'm
call
broke.
that. Oh,
And
don't
she
say
said
that.
no. She said no. She said no. Say you're in between blessings.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
because if you start speaking that you're broke and keep on
You
speaking
gonna be
it,
broke.
you're gonna be broke.
Mhm.
So
Exactly.
you have to speak things as though they
Oh,
were.
yes,
Speak,
yes.
speak,
Speak things. Some people say speak it out in the air. Speak it.
Put it in the atmosphere.
Put it in the atmosphere.
Very good.
Just
Yes.
speak it. Juan, you got any questions? Because you're EC person. You know, things are happening that are great and awesome in EC and in
Absolutely.
Hammond
Wait, what?
and Gary,
I'm,
and we need
I'm
to
a
lift
lifelong
each other
resident,
up.
but I've never got into high school sports. I never got into college sports. It's strictly professional.
Mhm.
But you know, we do have a lot of issues going on in our city,
Yes, sir.
and I think, and I've said this before, when it comes to education, we have to first of all educate our parents in order for our children to be educated,
That's the key.
and not just in this city, but all throughout this world, especially when it comes to people not saving for retirement and everything else. Because if the parents don't save for retirement, or they're not into 401k plans, or this and that, they're not going to pass that information on to their children.
Mhm.
But I was just thinking before we did the show today that as a project for the city, which I don't think anyone has ever taken it on, and that is East Chicago leads this state in infant mortality. And what, there haven't been any major projects in reference to my city, your city, and infant mortality. So I said this may be something that, in addition to what we're going to do on Nuestra Comunidad Northwest Indiana when it comes to our National Hispanic Political Roundtable, that about putting together an event or events that have to do with dealing with the issue of infant mortality, because our city of East Chicago leads this state in infant mortality, and that's not a, anything this city or any city should lead their state in. But so there's a lot of issues going
Yeah,
on.
education is needed. There are programs out there. Maybe people are not aware as much. So we need to not reinvent the wheel, but spread the word that's already there.
Yeah.
Spread the organization, spread the workshop, spread that information, because they do have Raquel Castro speaks about infant
Okay, but I'm talking
mortality.
about having like a
Well,
big event,
that's what you need to talk to.
having a big
But
event, just
here's
like
the thing, Juan. You were
yeah,
mentioning about savings and 401ks.
right.
Not everybody is at that level.
And you know
Not
why? Because the
everybody.
parents aren't at that level, and so if the
What
parents don't do
if
it, they
the
don't pass it
parents
on to their children.
if the
Is
parents
what I'm
aren't
saying.
if the parents aren't given that opportunity, then
Mhm.
what do, Juan?
So that's another project in itself.
Right.
We have
I
to
think I
talk
think it's
to our
I think it's
parents.
a I think it's a twofold
Yes,
situation. The first to address the first part, our parents are not as involved as they need
as
to
they
be.
need to be.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Years ago, when I was in school, we had National Education Week.
Mm-hmm,
It was a whole week
mm-hmm.
where parents could come in, they could check on you, talk to the teachers, and this, that, and the third. But now you have to go through background checks. You got to go through this, and that, and things. And our parents, especially our younger parents, are not as involved as they need to be in education. And
They're into their
and
own
they're into
little
their own
world.
thing. And so
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
first plea: is we need parents to get more involved in your children's education.
yes.
A few weeks ago, my secular job hosted an event about women's mental health, and Dr. Christina Box, who is the new, I believe, like the health commissioner for the state of Indiana, she came in and she talked about the infant mortality. That was like her main topic. And you're right, East Chicago, the 46312 was listed
Wow.
as an infant mortality. For those that don't know, are the deaths of babies that don't make it to the age of 1.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so to say that, it was startling to me, because we think we're such a small city, but we're actually big. When you're leading in death,
Yeah.
that's a wake up call, because we have to educate. First of all, it comes with mothers who are expecting. We have to introduce them to WIC, prenatal care,
Mm-hmm.
different things like that. She also talked about the fact that our mothers are experiencing depression,
Mm-hmm.
having
Suicidal
suicidal
thoughts. Yeah.
thoughts, and different things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that your idea is awesome, and I would be the one to work with anybody, and I'm putting this plea out Facebook, anybody that wants to come to
That's
and
right.
gather a round
Join
table
us.
to talk about infant mortality and have a workshop or getting together or whatever,
That's right.
contact myself, Sister E, Brother Juan here at the radio station. And we're gonna put something together because it's about saving lives.
Yeah, yeah. But here's the thing: we tend to invite, and I'll say we
Mhm.
because when you send out an email blast, you're not sending it out to the community that needs that worship.
That's right.
We need to put those flyers in the grocery stores, in the laundromats, where we're going to find those families, in the police station,
Yes.
in the library, in the WIC department,
Yes.
at the welfare,
DCS
DCFS,
office.
Lake County Juvie. We need to put those flyers there because then we are not serving and servicing those that need it.
Right.
We're only connecting with those that are connecting,
Yeah,
and that
because
deceives the
yeah,
purpose.
because some people don't have access to a computer or
Exactly.
Facebook, or they don't
Exactly.
care to be on social media.
Right.
And so the key is that we have to meet people where they
Where
are.
they are. That's
We
right.
can't take it for granted that everybody has a computer or a
Exactly.
smartphone.
Or
We have to
internet
hit the
for that,
streets.
and for that matter.
Right. We have to hit the streets and do
Literally
grassroots
hit the pavement.
grassroots service, ministry, whatever you want to call it.
Just like people are so busy canvassing, campaigning, door knocking,
We
can
can
you
do the
vote for
same
me?
thing.
We can do
Yes.
the same thing because you know what? We often complain about the violence, about the crime, about the drugs, about the gang activity, but we are not talking about the solutions. So by educating our community, the underserved, the ones that we are to love.
That's right.
Okay, you heard me. We are to love them and not label them, then that's how we can decrease everything that you guys complain about.
That's right.
Not more police officers, more weapons in the police officers' hands. That's how we can decrease violence, drug addiction, sex trafficking. We can go a slew list of
Yes.
things that people often complain about that yes, okay, East Chicago is increasing in infant mortality. So what are we going to do about it, right?
That's right.
We can talk about the problem, but I'm not part of the solution if not bringing part of the solution. If I'm not going to be part of the solution, I might as well shut up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And those that are watching and listening, if you don't want to be part of the solution, we're not asking for your opinion. First of all, in the Bible, what does it say about opinionated people? There is a scripture somewhere. We're not to really be opinionated.
No, we're not.
Okay?
We're not.
But some people don't believe me when I say it.
No.
And I'm just going to put it out there. If I don't ask you for your opinion, don't give it to me. We have to really talk about the facts, and the facts are in the Bible.
Yeah, and we have to be positive about it.
Very positive.
You have people that complain,
Very positive,
but never bring any solutions to the problem.
Come on. So we're all about solutions. We have 3 people here that want to help solve your problem, your issue, and you know how to reach us. A lot of you, I thank you for reaching out to me, for inboxing me, because it's not about me. You know, we are all going through things, but when we have God in us, we don't act or react on those things.
That's right.
Okay. Because we're supposed to be full of joy. He says, rejoice at all times.
Yes.
He didn't say
Always
sometimes.
rejoice.
Always. In everything and for everything.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And when someone has it bad, look at it as a blessing. I know it sounds horrible for people that don't know.
Right.
So how can I look at it as a blessing if I just lost my house? God wants to place you somewhere else.
That's right.
That's
right. We lose things and we like, oh my God, why would you do this? But sometimes what God is getting ready to give you
Ooh,
is better than what you lost, and he's going to give you double for your trouble.
Come on now.
You know, people look at, oh, I lost my car, I lost this, I lost that.
Oh well, thank you, Jesus.
That means when you're at the bottom, you know, when you're in the valley, the only thing you can do is look up to the mountain.
Look up.
And know that God is getting ready to elevate you,
Lord.
Getting ready to elevate you to your next level. And the thing about it is, you can't take everybody with you to your next level.
There is a narrow road.
Yes.
And speaking of narrow road, East Chicago is fixing the roads. I see.
Yes.
So is Hammond. But real quick before we go on to some other things, tell us again about the event for today. We need everybody's support. It's about education. It's about our kids.
The first annual alumni turkey tea is today at 4 p.m. at East Chicago Central High School Gymnasium. located at 1100 West Columbus Drive. The tickets are $5 for adults, $2 for students with your ID. Then tonight at the Majestic Star Casino at 9 o'clock will be the after party. The tickets are $20. So come out and support this huge event. We're praying that it will be a blessed event and that it's be a blessing to everybody that attends and those students that will receive the blessing from you being a blessing.
That's right.
To supporting this epic event.
That's right. And we have a caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air. Thank you for holding.
Okay, Dee. Good morning. How you all doing?
Good morning. Good. How are you?
Okay, I got a quick question.
Yes, go ahead.
The good book speak about foolish.
Say that again.
The good book, Bible, it speak about foolish, right? Foolish people.
Yes, it does. About foolish people.
Foolish people, huh?
Now, when people act foolish, make foolish mistakes,
Excuse me.
and they talk about a foolish man, that situation should be because the good Lord is ready to move to another area. Would that be a foolish man making his own mistake?
I'm listening. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. I just have you on the headphones, but not on my head. So you're saying people that are make foolish mistakes or being foolish because they're making mistakes?
What did the book say about a foolish man?
A foolish man?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we're a bunch of foolish people sometimes because of what we do.
And what did the good book say about being foolish? If we Google that, what would happen? In other words, not making wise decisions.
Well, we're going to pay the price for it, that's for sure. I don't know the exact scripture of what you're talking about, brother.
We can always Google it. Trust me, we can always Google it. Okay, but let's just say they're going to pay the price. Okay, Dee.
Yes.
You asked my question.
Yes, we have consequences for every choice that we make. So that's why we have to be vigilant. We have to be aware and alert of what we need to do, but also pray for wisdom.
That's what the good book
Pray for knowledge. Exactly.
Yes, definitely.
Let's pray and be grateful. But I was just speaking of the foolish man making foolish decisions.
Yes.
Okay,
thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate you listening. This is Nuestra Comunidad NWI, Indiana, WLTH AM 1370. We're probably going to go off into another show, just you and I talk about what we're talking about because, or Juan, if Juan wants to join us, that's awesome. But we're not talking about show on Nuestra. We're talking about off the radio, on social media, on our YouTube channel. So we thank you for what you're doing as well, Pastor Teresa Bibbs.
Well, thank you.
And we're just going to continue to do great. And for those of you that are listening, I am planning some trips. My team, I won't say I because I don't like to use the word I, even though sometimes it is me, but through God, because I can't take all the credit. I can't take any credit. What am I saying?
Absolutely.
So we have an awesome trip to Israel. For those of you that like to go, please instant message me through Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. You can find me. Just Google Eve Gomez and you'll find me. You don't need my phone number. My phone stays busy. I don't understand why people sometimes at midnight think they can call me. Sometimes at 5, 6 in the morning, they think they can call me. And if we're on Facebook, be also courteous as to the time that you're trying to reach out to me. Don't just call me off the bat. Send me a message. And then if I feel that it isn't very important, maybe what things are important to you may not be as important to me or vice versa, but put it out there. Let me know because you don't know where I'm at the time that you need me, and I can't answer then. I don't know, missed out on a prayer or something. I don't know. So for this trip, I need your email address for us to send you your registration form. Shout out to Miss Sonia all the way from Indianapolis. Thank you, sweetheart, for being there with me and for me and creating all these wonderful events by a very reputable company that we are getting all these trips together because I believe that our women need to be helped and need to be led so that they too can be leaders, not followers. If we're going to be followers, let's be followers of Jesus.
That's right.
And so we're giving them an opportunity to be blessed in a way of having a spiritual retreat to Mackinac Island and also having a women's conference on a cruise this fall and also just having a 2-night, 3-day, or 3-night, 4-day to Sedona, Arizona, so that you can experience what I experienced, because God is placing me in these places, not for me to keep, but for me to share so that you too can come.
Amen.
Because he will make it feasible. He will make it affordable for you and make monthly payments, because I know that money just doesn't grow like that. We have to work for it. We have to earn it, but God will bless you with it because he wants you on these trips. He wants you to have this peace. He wants to know that you know yourself. So the spiritual retreat is knowing the inner you.
That's right.
Because many women don't know who they are and certainly don't know whose they are.
That's right.
So look me up. We have that. The dates are to be determined, because the biggest trip that's taken a lot more time in planning the itinerary is the trip to Israel. That's everybody and anyone that's seriously interested in traveling. I already spoke this over my friend Juan. He's going to Israel. He is going to Israel. It's been spoken over him. So register, Juan. $150 is to register your spot. It's not for me to be rich. It's not even for me. It's because it's been put in my heart that I need to do something like this. I've never been to Israel myself.
I haven't either.
So I'm believing that this is going to be an awesome experience for many of us. So if you have a ministry and you want to be part of our ministry, Ethereal Lifestyle is a lifestyle that we all can afford to live, regardless as to our circumstances and our situation. And it's not about, well, I don't have the money, so therefore I can't live this lifestyle. Yes, you can. When you understand what ethereal means, when you understand what peace means, peace within, and joy within. Some people are like, wow, I can't believe you've been this way and I didn't know this was happening to you. It's because I know God, and because I know that he's got me. Okay.
That's it.
And so this is what we as leaders, spiritual leaders, clergy, ministry, whatever you want to call us, because those are just titles, are doing to help you. And so in that trip is January 14th, 2020. It may sound like it's far away, but it'll give you 9 months to make those installment payments so that you can make it to this trip and be baptized in that river. I'm just so dying to be there, to walk the walk that Jesus once stepped on when he was a man on earth. I'm just so elated to even think of, wow, I'm actually going to be there. I'm actually going to be there. Juan, you're going to be there.
We'll see.
No, God is telling you, you are going to be there.
Okay.
It's me.
Okay.
I thought I had it on silent. So on that note, if you'd like to be part of our trips, just reach out to me. We'll send you the registration form for the Israel trip. That one's the longest to get together, because that's an itinerary for 10 days, guys, for 10 days. And on that note, we'll be right back after this commercial. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. So back to you guys on social media. These trips, I believe, are purposeful.
Absolutely.
Because we have to live purposefully. We all have a purpose. And in these trips, women, you will eventually learn to find your purpose. We're going to have experts on that cruise, speakers on that cruise. On the island, we're going to have experts and speakers too, so that we can feed what you need into your spirit, into your soul. And we won't have a cell phone, guys, when we're on the island. Women, we need a true retreat.
Absolutely.
Children, they'll be okay. Somebody will watch them for you. Women, you need this. And if that's you, reach out to me. Pastor Bibbs doesn't know, but she's part of my team. Because we need prayer warriors, right?
I'm praying. I accept wholeheartedly.
Amen. And whoever else is out there that wants to join my ministry, my team. We all have ministries individually, but we need to come together as a body of Christ. And so, I'm excited. I am excited.
It is exciting.
I've never been to Mackinac Island. See, he said you're going to the places you've never been, but you're taking people. You're not. It ain't about you.
That's right.
So I'm obedient. It's not about me.
That's awesome. That's the best way to be.
I've never been on a cruise.
I haven't either.
Woo! So we're gonna be excited.
Oh yes.
Once we get there, oh my goodness.
You never been to the one in Chicago?
I've been on a
cruise?
boat, but not a cruise.
Right.
Like away from here. Yeah,
Like,
that's
far away from here.
different. Yeah, like far, far away. Like I think we're going to Bahamas, Jamaica. Ooh, come on, pretty mama. Yes.
The Beach Boys.
Yes. To Nassau and all those places. Is that how you say it? Nassau? Yeah. Okay. So we're going, guys, and if that's you that wants to come, don't look at it as I can't afford it. God will bless you, and He is a way maker.
Yes, He is.
He is a way maker. All right, we're back to Nuestra Comunidad Norte de Indiana, and it is, what time is it? What's your clock, Juan? 10:49. So we still have a few minutes to talk about the great things that are happening. Scrooge is going to start next Saturday, guys. Scrooge, for the caller that wants to call in right now, will get a free pair of tickets to go and see the musical Scrooge, a Bah Humbug musical written by Charles Dickens. And the way we do it is phenomenal. You can't miss it. And congratulations to Refuge Production that were at the parade, at the Macy's parade, Thanksgiving parade. I thank Chicago for allowing them to also be part of this parade. And so that's just representing Jesus in the parade. And speaking of parade, I really need to put my foot into the pedal. The Lord would like to see a Christian parade coming up this spring. So looking for details. I'm getting all the churches together. This is something God had put in me a year ago, and it's all about His timing. I already have the float prices. I'm getting the registration forms together. So any church member, leader, clergy out there, you need to be part of this parade. They have parades for everything else. Why not for God, right? Why not showcase Jesus in this parade and showcase your float, your ministry, your organization, if it's a faith-based organization, or even if it's not, be part of it. We're part of everything else except for the gay parade. I mean, the gay pride, is that what it's called? Gay pride. So, I mean, if they have a parade, why can't we? Right?
Everybody has a parade.
So we're going to have one in Northwest Indiana. Stay tuned. It'll be the weekend, and Lord help me, He will, and He's making a way because He's the one that wants it. That Saturday, the day before Easter Sunday.
Okay.
That's the day.
Okay.
I already have, like I said, the float information. I just got to put it all together in a nice packet and send it to all the churches. So
count me in.
So you're part of my team?
Yes, count me in.
Yes. And my pastor is all for it through Family Christian Center because they have a huge parking lot. That's where we're going to kick it off of and go to Highland and have vendors there. And the floats end up in the parking lot across the street where Ultra used to be, because that's a big parking lot, because I know it's hard for a float to turn into the Wicker Park. So, I mean, this is going to be phenomenal. 2019 year.
Awesome.
Oh my God, 2019 already.
Right, we're almost out of here.
Yes, and don't make promises that you can't keep. That's why I don't make resolutions. I just said, Lord, give me the wisdom and the knowledge, and whatever you want me to do, that's what I'll do.
That's it.
That's what I'll do. And He does say, work with your mind, your heart, and your body. We have to be healthy in all those three things. We have to eat in moderation. We really do. And stop thinking the negative thoughts that come into your head, because you're doing that. You're bringing these. We give Satan credit too much. We give him too much credit for what comes to our mind. Sometimes we do that to ourselves, people.
That's right. Can't blame him for everything.
You can't say you can't. But when you say you can't, I guess you can't. Because there's power in what you're saying.
That's right.
I remember years ago, Juan, do you remember when you used to say, so you think that because I say it, it's going to happen? I said, you best believe it. It's not that it's magic coming from your mouth. It's called, there's power in the tongue. There's life and death in the tongue. And when a person says, I can't do it, then I guess you can't. When you put your mind to it, yes, you can. And God has a purpose for everybody, Juan, and that's including you. He has a purpose for all of us. But when you follow your passion, you find your purpose. Seriously. Come on, back me up here.
See, if I know my purpose, so I'm good. Right.
Anyway.
Follow your passion, you find your purpose. Absolutely.
I know my purpose.
I didn't say you didn't.
I know.
I just said that's how you find your purpose.
Following your passion.
I know my purpose.
Following your passion. And so when we are where we are to be thankful to be where we are. We're still alive. Let's not complain if we lose an arm or a leg. And maybe some of you may be saying, well, because it hasn't happened to you, Eve. No, I go back and look at how many people are out there without limbs and got it made because they don't let their mind tell them what they're not capable of doing.
That's it.
God says, I gave you a gift, whether you had limbs or not. You still have a gift. Look at the gift that he's given to those that are blind and deaf.
Mhm.
Amazing.
And they still function. They still
Oh
live.
my gosh. Look at Stevie Wonder. Come on.
Yes, amazing.
He never got to see the day, but he got to live the day.
That's right.
And he said, I'm going to live the day with the voice, the gift that was given to me. And I'm not going to keep it to myself. That's the problem, Pastor. We keep what God give us in us. That's being selfish.
We gotta tell the world. We gotta share our gifts.
Amen.
Share our gifts with people, so it can awaken something in them.
Yeah, stir it up. I hope I'm stirring something up in you, Juanito.
Amen. Stirred up. You know, let me just say this here. Shriners Hospital in Chicago somewhere. I see their commercials with the kids without limbs, without legs, without, you know, a certain part of their body. And then I say, God, why? Since they're children.
We shouldn't be asking why.
And so when you bring out all the healthy people in this world
We have
that,
no reason to complain.
that aren't healthy up here, why to these children that are innocent, that are born that way? That's what comes to mind when I watch these commercials. And as of even today, when they show these commercials, because they're always looking for donations and so forth for the hospital. So it's just unfortunate that it does happen. But I do want to say this real quickly. We just had Thanksgiving this past Thursday, and I know Natalie had lost her dad. We lost my nephew, and who knows how many people, I guess Miss Millender that passed away?
Miss Millender,
and who knows how many other people have lost people before this Thursday, which was Thanksgiving. And so
we didn't really.
This is just the holiday season, and I did put on Facebook that it's not just a question of well, I think being grateful for the time that they were here and keeping them in our memories and our hearts and in our prayers.
Yes,
but
our
also
condolences to you.
To give back through this holiday season, because there are people, and you know, my nephew was not good at this, and that was this: complaining about what you didn't have. But we should be grateful for what we do have.
Right.
That's right.
That's right.
Okay, no matter how much we have or don't have, because there are people out there that don't have.
That's right.
And if you just go down, maybe you don't see it too much in the city, but there are homeless people in Northwest Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
But if you go to downtown Chicago, you'll walk a block
all
here and there,
Wacker,
and you will see
Michigan,
homeless people living on the
Randolph,
street.
everywhere.
So
magnificent
be grateful
all
for
the way
what
up
you
to
have,
north.
and don't complain for what
That's
you don't
right.
have.
That's right. And
That's
and
key.
you know, and that's something that is put in my heart every single day, is to remind people of how blessed they are.
Absolutely.
Every single day you wake up, you are blessed already. God says, I'm not done with you yet.
That's it.
You still have work to do. So on that note, what do you have to do to make it work for somebody else? Love thy neighbor as you love thyself, but love thy enemy as well. Forgive those that have done wrong to you so that you can be forgiven. I hope you had a wonderful holiday Thanksgiving. Be peaceful, be happy, be merry, be full of joy. Get some music to get your spirit up. We really have no reason to be down. And we're on borrowed time, people. Truly, truly on borrowed time. Those that have left and departed earth, I pray that they are in heaven so I can see them again.
Amen.
Because I know that's where I'm going.
Amen.
And that's what we need to do, is pave the way to make it to that golden gate.
Absolutely.
And say, knock, knock. Here I am.
Yes. Sir.
Thank you for calling me now.
Yes.
We're only here on temporary grounds here. And peace to you guys. So continue to watch, follow, listen, but also lead someone else in a better way. Peace to you guys. Nos vemos hasta la próxima.
Next Friday.
WLTHAM 1370, Nuestra Comunidad. Sí, nos vemos el próximo viernes. And stay tuned for my Facebookers. I'm going to go into a Facebook Live with Dr. Gopal, Dr. Sandra. We're going to talk about a campaign that we're doing for human trafficking. That's something that's so huge, bigger than you know, here in our own backyards.
All right.
All right. Nos vemos. Hasta la próxima.
Thank you.
And on that note, for my YouTubers and Facebookers, you guys heard from 3 different individuals that we're doing things to make a difference in your life. And I hope that you continue to do something in your life to make a difference in someone else's, because it's not about you. It's not about me. It's about doing the right thing, to sow a seed. Sow it well. Don't just say, look at what I did and I didn't get a thank you. it's okay that you didn't get a thank you. As long as you got his thank you, that's all that matters. Right?
That's it.
That's it. Anything you want to share, Les? To our social media
Just want
viewers.
to again say thank you for having me, and let us continue to just be a blessing to each other.
Yes.
Be a blessing to each other. We're going to be putting together some events. Come out and support, share, because these are topics that need to be addressed.
That's right.
These are things that we have to come out of our shells, come out of the cave,
Get out of that comfort zone, people.
come out, step out of the box.
Come on now.
And be a blessing to someone else.
That's right. That's right.
Be a blessing to someone
That's right.
else.
Be a blessing today. Smile. Sometimes that's all they need. It's a smile. Peace to you guys. Love you. Thank you for watching here on YouTube. Be a blessing. And for my YouTubers, thank you for watching. Thank you for following us. Continue to listen. I'm going to go live shortly.